from the lawyer's dressing room. The lawyer's trying to talk about, well, I think I might have figured out a way to get out of this. And he goes, hey, so I know you're worried about facing Moxley, and yeah, he could probably do something to you. How do you think I'm going to react if you lose my title opportunity because you wouldn't get in the ring? So yes, you're going to have to face the Maniac, or you could face the wood chipper. Which is it that you want to deal with? Well,
that's what he said. I couldn't understand that last thing he said. Honestly, I even rewound him. Like, what did he just say? I was like,
he was talking about facing two different monsters, whether it be Moxley or him. And with him, he's going to throw the guy in the wood chipper.
Okay, I had audio problems. My TV that night, I couldn't grasp what it was going on. I kept on doing this pause, skip thing on my TV. So I'm like, okay, it must have been something bad, or he's going to feed him to Wardlow or what was his name? Whatever his name.
Wardlow.
Yeah, Wardlow. That's what I was trying to get. Yeah. I thought it was good stuff. It was good. It's desperation. He wants that title, but one thing I'm sure see about it as well. It's like he wants he's the future. He's going to be around there for the next 25 years or whatever. Plus that, and he's a young guy, 23, I think it is, and he's making it look. Hey, I'm the future. I need that title. You're been around for a long time, Mox, and Mox he's not old, but obviously MJF's going to be around for quite a long time, with being his age and being still his body's in good shape and everything. And, but anyways, I think he's looking toward more of the future, and I think it's a good move. And I think this match, it's probably honestly the most, other than the title match with Revolution with Jericho, I think it's the biggest match in a different way that Mox has been in AEW.
Yeah, it is, and I have mixed feelings about it because I knew kind of with Jericho that Jericho was going to drop the title. You could tell. Mm-hmm. You can just see it coming. And I knew when Mox faced Brody Lee that he was not dropping it. This one I kind of had mixed feelings about because I could see it going both ways.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's hard. It's one of those. Sorry, go ahead.
Heel champions are really good to have because they keep it interesting. And I do think MJF could be a really good heel champion. I just don't know if now's the right time because I kind of feel like it would be a bigger deal if Moxley dropped it to a full crowd.
I agree. Okay, you're saying.
And I do think Moxley being a champion right now when there's a limited crowd is actually a good thing because they could kind of play with the fact that there's a limited crowd and they can randomly show up with his title, kind of like how Austin used to do it. Just show up with his title, do whatever he needs to do, and leave. Mm-hmm. So it's a mixed feeling. I don't think it's now necessarily the right time for Moxley to drop the title. I do think when he drops it, it should be to someone that's made in AEW, kind of like it sounds really bad to phrase it like that, but kind of like MJF, or even what I mean by made in AEW is one of the guys that's not from WWE. So like MJF, or even I'm a fan of a heel Adam Page being champion. It just depends on how they go about it. I just don't think now's the right time.
This is the first. I was comment on that. I think it's the first AEW title match where, obviously, other than Page and Jericho, the first match in AEW. I think it's the first one I can sit there and say I'm not fully sold on who's going to win. Yeah, it could. They go on a little longer with MJF not winning the title to build up his character even more. I think, and also I think they should, but it's a toss-up right now, but also I think being that when you're the world champion in any company, more particularly even so, in a major wrestling company, and especially in this growing company, it's not WWE where it's been around forever, but it's good to have a champion that has a wider name right now. And people are looking to look at Moxley, and hey, that's Dean Ambrose. Not that he wants to be looked at as Dean Ambrose, but they know him from a bigger platform, or big platform. Has been around for a long time. Been on TV as a champion, big star, and that's like, hey, they're enticing to get enticed to watch AEW. Now, MJF wins it. Yeah, a lot of people know him, but your other crowd, it's not a lot of those, and they're not being enticed right away to get to know the company, maybe. But a lot of people don't even know Brody Lee. It's not a lot more people know more about Brody Lee than they would MJF.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's a toss up. But if MJF wins it, then we'll see how it goes. But I think this is a good opportunity for them to build the team up in a title match. And maybe.
And speaking of Brody Lee, I think it was a good choice to make him TNT champion and have him demolish Cody.
Yeah, I think it was something good.
Yeah, I think it gives an opportunity for Cody to be off TV for a while. It also gives Cody an opportunity to become a heel while he's off TV. And I think that's kind of what's necessary right now because Cody does really good heel work.
Mm-hmm.
And they booked a match. Excuse me. They booked a match for All Out where it's Brody Lee in the Dark Order versus Dustin. Whoever's I can't think of his tag partner name right now. But they're called the Natural Nightmares.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it's not Brendan Killer, it's the other guy. And Matt Cardona and one other guy.
QT
Marshall. And one other guy in this match, which looks like it's going to be a crazy match. One of the things they kind of got to protect is the fact that Brody Lee's a monster. Yeah. But one of the things I was going to say, speaking of heel champions, we got Roman Reigns as heel.
Yeah, I'll wait to bring that up.
Yeah, I think it's necessary. He just needs to change his music and his gear. Like, I hate the fact that he is still a representative of the Shield. The Shield is no more. You got Seth Rollins pretending to be a modern day Jesus, or a cult leader, because technically he's not Jesus. He thinks he's Jesus, but he's not. And you got Dean Ambrose, who's now reverted back to Jon Moxley in AEW. Shield's no more. It's never coming back. Drop it completely.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with that. They need. They changed Reigns' music, and the gear should have some tweaks to it, at least some tweaks. We can keep part of it, but just it's like you had like the Undertaker, where he tweaked his gear up, and or it's like
actually
too, but.
Actually, the Undertaker as the biker is a good template for Reigns to adopt. Kind of like a singlet in a way. If he doesn't want to do like legit like tight pants, okay, fine. Do jeans. Do something. Do something that sets you apart from when you were the Shield.
I don't think he's gonna lose those trunks those pants he has on now. I think he's gonna keep those. I don't see what else is gonna fit good on the pants. But as far as a top, you can tweak that up a little bit. But I think, Reigns as a heel, it makes good sense. But I don't even understand why he came back for. We talked about that recently. It's like he took time off because of the pandemic. Well, pandemic ain't gone yet. It's just that's just how I feel about it. It's like, and it's fine if you want to take time off for your family, whatever. People do that, and there's a few people that did that, and I just was like, why are you back now? It's just ratings can't be so much money, but I just think that, But,
I have a feeling it was Vince calling about his contract. It might have brought.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure Vince played obviously a big part in that. That's his boy, but I just I feel like okay, you weren't there for WrestleMania and since March basically, and it's like, okay, we were gone for the pandemic. Did Vince say, hey, you got to come back, we need you, or you're making money or whatnot? And it's like, okay, you're gone for the pandemic, but you're come back next year or something.
My feeling is, and this is kind of relating to Brock's information coming out that he's no longer under contract. I think Vince gave him a call and said, Vince looked at it and goes, well, we're not Brock. What can we do? Get Roman. Okay. So he calls Roman and he's just like, hey, you're in breach of contract right now, so we kind of need you to show up right now. It's okay. We'll pair you with Paul Heyman. We'll make you a heel. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And probably,
huh?
And I truly believe that's what it is, and I think it's going to be a situation where we're not going to see Roman like every SmackDown. They might film like backstage segments, but I don't think, in my opinion, I don't even think they're filming that in the same center that WWE's out of when they do the backstage.
That's a possibility. I just think that he's still going to be in the ring. It's like he was supposed to be on SmackDown tonight. I didn't watch it yet, but I just feel like you're still going to be in the ring eventually, and that's like I just feel like I think you could build up a different kind of heel, but it's just
And from what I'm gathering and how they're positioning it, I think they're keeping him separated from everybody else. Because I actually read that no one knew he was there for SummerSlam. They showed up like 30 minutes before he was supposed to go on TV.
Well, they done in the past with different wrestlers. I mean, I understand they're trying to keep him away from, but he's still hopping in the ring. He's still in there in contact with other wrestlers, and that's he may have showed up late to hide himself away from people. But like I said, they've done that in the past a number of people. But I just
they might be extra cautious though with Roman.
Oh yeah, well, I get you're being extra cautious, but once again, okay, you're being hidden for a while. But here's the thing that you're still going to come in contact.
Right.
So that's where my problem is.
And I think his first match is actually going to be the triple threat.
Well, he already had that.
His first match was the triple threat. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
My fault. I phrased it incorrectly. So I don't think he's going to be involved in a ton of matches. I think they're going to kind of take it slow with him. And I did miss the match because I do know it just happened in Payback, and I don't remember watching the triple threat. Did he do the stupid arm jack-off thing with the Superman punch?
Oh, Superman. No.
Okay. Thank God.
He walked in there. He tried to pin.
That's right. He came at the very end. You're right.
And to me, it's like, okay, I get to maybe trying, like you're saying, they may be having him a hot offer or whatnot. But he's still gonna come in contact with people. So I'm like, I just my how I feel about it, and it's just you're still gonna be coming in contact with people. You're a little bit concerned about the pandemic, which a lot of people are, and so forth. And it's like KO is concerned, but that's why they required a face mask. Well, for the fans that are the development wrestlers that when they used to be in the PC, but
yeah,
I just feel like I was like, could they turn them heel and do what they're doing now? Down the road, why not? You got other people that can turn the heel, and you don't even have an audience. They really don't. I mean, they got TVs in there or monitored whatnot, but I'm not a fan of the Thunderdome. But anyways, that's just my take on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a good idea to keep him heel. I think it's a refresh that he didn't. I think it's what I just really wish he would get rid of the Superman punch. Not a fan of that move. I don't like the setup for it. Spear, it could stay. I just kind of wish he kind of threw more like power moves in there, like power bombs and such. Which, even though I don't like how WWE is treating Keith Lee right now, I do like that they changed his finisher to where it's now the Spirit Bomb.
Oh, I think you don't like the way they're treating him as far as like where he's.
They changed the music. They changed his gear initially. The gear still changed a little bit. Like he had to go to shorts like what Samoa Joe used to wear, but basically Vince is having him cover up more, and it's like you already presented him one way. Just leave it that one way. But they did change. One of the things I do agree with is they changed the finisher from the Big Bang Catastrophe, which is like a kind of like a fireman's carry into a jackhammer, to just a Spirit Bomb. And because I think the Spirit Bomb looks very impressive anyway.
Yeah, it's. I think he uses that jackhammer move once before. I think.